Hey everyone, it's me, Canadensis. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I post nude art related videos every single day, and today's video, I am so excited because I finally got my hands on the ELENA of AVALOR Disney limited edition doll. So this is one of the 17-inch Ellies, so you can see that she is absolutely huge, and oh my god, this doll, it's kind of unbelievable that she exists because ELENA is from a Disney Junior show. I have no idea why this doll exists, but I am so grateful. Unfortunately, she didn't do very well, because I don't think a lot of adult collectors that buy Disney Ellies knew even who this character was, unfortunately. I was really excited about her when she came out, but I had, like, $0 in my bank account at all times, right? Like, I was in my living in a college dorm era. It was a bad time for me. And I remember seeing her at a Disney store and just being like, I want you so bad. And I finally managed to get her on Mercari, thank goodness. I'll put a link in the description to Mercari if you want to help support the channel and support more unboxings like this. It's an affiliate link, or not an affiliate link, but you like a referral link. So we both get like rewarded for using it. But if not, you can just go to mercari.com. Like, no hard feelings, I get it. Anyway, so she is new in box. I got her super cheap. I think I paid like $80, which I'm so excited about. And she's like brand new in box, which is really cool. I was planning to just buy her out of box, but this box isn't in super good condition. It's like scratched up. So I'm not going to feel bad about unboxing her. Not that I ever feel bad about unboxing them. And she has been like partially unboxed before, as you can see. Anyway, this says Disney Store proudly presents the worldwide limited edition ELENA doll. With its intricate details, this beautifully designed doll magically captures the beauty and spirit of ELENA of AVALOR. Inspired by ELENA's coronation ball gown, this dress features romantic off-shoulder draped sleeves, a ruffled floor-length overskirt, and a decorative boast sash. Delicate floral embroidery and sparkling rhinestone embellishments provide the final touches of a truly spectacular gown. Designed and carefully crafted by Disney Store artists, this limited edition doll is a must-have for Disney fans and collectors alike. Anyway, let's get her out of the box. I'm so excited. ELENA is out of the packaging and I'm extremely impressed by her. And I double checked, so her retail cost was $120 back in 2017 and I got her for $80 on Mercari, new in box. Like, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. Mercari is basically like eBay, so it's just like there's no guarantee something like this will come up, but I'm so grateful. And I never would have found this doll actually, but my friend, huge shout out to Drops of Indigo once again, for sending me the link to this doll, because oh my gosh, I've been wanting to get her for so long, but I keep missing out every time one comes up, and I had to wait for my paycheck to buy this one because I was being good, and I sat and waited, and she stayed up for like 2 weeks, and I was able to get her, and I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. She's amazing. So first of all, I want to start with her face, which I think in concept is a very pretty face. Like, I like the face sculpt a lot. I think the makeup is very nice. The blushing is very pretty. She does have a lot of leftover gel from her hair all over her face, which is why there's weird shiny spots. But I will say, oh, and I love the eyelashes too. They're super like, they're bushier than usual. It's unusual. But I will say that her eye, unfortunately, is like uneven, I guess. This is just part of how she looks. So if you notice, all of the stock images are kind of taken at like a different angle, but like, yeah, this isn't great. But that's just how this doll was manufactured. She looks really good from, like, it's hard. You have to like pick certain angles for her. But yeah, she's really pretty. This is one that I would actually probably get a repaint on if I could, because yeah. Anyway, she has these really fantastic earrings. I just can't believe the amount of budget they put into this doll. Because even at the time, this is an impressive Ellie. Like, look at these earrings. These are so nice. And they have, like, the little gems in there. And her hair's really nice, too. It's styled really pretty. Oh, and her crown. Obviously, she needed a crown because this is based on her coronation look. But, like, check this out. Check it out. Beautiful. The painted detail and all the little rhinestones, it's amazing. Amazing. Love it. I'm sorry, I'm like completely in love. I knew I liked this doll because I've seen her in person before. The one that got away that time. I remember I was like, oh my god, I want her so bad. And it was the same time I saw the designer fairy tales from that year, which that was like the Robin Hood had made Marion, right? And like no Disney Store dolls were doing well that year, unfortunately, so this doll was no exception. Especially because, again, like, I don't think people knew this character at the time, unfortunately. So it sucks because I don't think we'll get other like characters like her ever again, which is a huge shame. Because again, she's from a Disney Junior show, but god, she's so cool. So that's what her hair looks like. It's clearly like the same nice nylon that Disney Store dolls use, but it needs to be conditioned a little bit. It's a little bit dry. if you can see this, it's the hair gel, by the way. I need to wash it off her face, but her dress is so nice. It really feels like they snuck like one of the best Disney Ellies in out of nowhere with this character that people weren't familiar with at the time. Wow. She's really cool. So check out the detail here. It's amazing. The embroidered flowers and the rhinestones. It's beautiful. And then the bodice is overall fairly simple. Got a sweetheart neckline, some really nice darts. It's very simple, but it has really nice construction and looks really good. And then there's a big bow coming around the center. Is it a separate piece? Okay, no. So it's attached here. Oh, interesting. The skirt is attached. Usually Disney will kind of cheat and make it a bodice with a completely separate skirt. So this is actually unusual in my experience to have a fully, like, just a dress. So that's pretty cool. I don't mind either option, by the way. Wow, this is nice. Okay, so it's all one color. She has a very red dress. By the way, that rubber band's there because she usually holds a scepter, just so you know. Just check out all of the embroidery. So it's different, like, leaves and flowers and vine patterns and swirls. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So check this out. I don't even know where to begin to describe what's going on other than, like, leaves and flowers and vines. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And the dress is made out of a nice quality satin. I'm not the biggest satin fan, but I will say I was very impressed because Disney store dolls at this time, specifically the designers, because I started collecting Disney Ellies right after this doll, so in 2018. And they always would put a lot of plastic ties, the little tea ties, through the dress, but there were only like 2. Well, there's one right here for the bow, but that's really nice. God, the bow is nice. I love it. And it has a slight train to it too, which I love. Just look at all this detail. Oh my gosh. It's really nice. I wish the dress was made out of the material the bow is made out of. It's so much softer. Like, oh my gosh. And the bow, by the way, it's like 2 pieces of fabric sewn together instead of just one. It's really cool. And the bow just looks so good. Look how cute this is. Then looking at it from this side, you can see this really nice little zigzag ruffle thing. Basically, they have pinned the dress open, so you could cut this if you want. There's just tea ties holding it in place, but I like it. I think it looks really good, and you can see that it has a symmetrical design on both sides. And then this is actually a full skirt underneath that goes all the way around, by the way. It's not just a panel. See? Oh, wow, that's lined too. Why is this so nice? What the heck? I mean, obviously, like, this was a very expensive doll. I would expect her to be a nice doll, but, like, I'm really impressed by how nice this one is. And then while I was unboxing her, I noticed this, and I was really impressed by this, too. I was really impressed by not only the shoes, I just think they're really cute. They have the little rhinestones and the nice little raised area and the cute painted details. Like, look how tiny those little dots are. So cute. But look, she has articulated ankles. That is unusual. They really could have just adapted these to be heels and called it a day. I mean, they are kitten heels, but like full-on pumps like they normally do. But they didn't. That's really cool, and I appreciate it a lot. Also, while we're here, there is actually a layer of netting material under here, which is pretty cool. They don't normally do that, but it's mostly tissue paper that's holding the dress shape. But there is an actual thing sewn in there to hold the dress's shape, so that's pretty cool. And then you can see the tea ties I was mentioning earlier. You can steam these out of satin, but I hate it. And sometimes it can pull really bad too. I don't have any pulls on mine, but I do need to steam those out. They're really bad. And then there's also a dress lining under here too. So this one's lined with this really nice satin, the top layer. And then this layer is just lined with this like plasticky fabric. It's a lining fabric, which is totally fine. Like I don't expect them to line like that part, but I'm shocked they lined. I don't know, like the quality on this is just spectacular. And then I wish this dress trained a little bit, but I don't think it does in the show, so no big deal. But I love that the big bow has just a slight train to it. And that's so cute. Oh, a little rhinestone just flew off. A little green one. I'm so sorry. But like, wow. Look at all that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so now let's take a look at her scepter, which is pretty cool. And I thought I'd show it to you down here. So it is a gold like rod, I guess. What would you call this part? Like the hilt of a sword, it would be this part. I don't know. This is the scepter. So you can see all these little rhinestones and they're really nice. They just look really, really good. The sculpt of this thing is awesome. I love all of the rhinestones. And then the gem up top actually has these like little cracked patterns on it, which is pretty cool. And it just looks so good. It just looks so good. Just check this out. I love this piece. I think all princesses should have scepters. right? Just give everybody a scepter. Everybody should have magic powers and a cool scepter and like a staff. Well, like a full-size staff, like a body-size staff would be great. And she doesn't really have a way to hold it, and in the packaging it's like really rubber banded on there. I just left this one, and she like kind of holds it. But yeah, they didn't do a handle or anything on it, which is fine, because if they had put a handle on it, that'd be kind of ugly. But anyway, I'm gonna have to finesse that later. And then if we look here, we can see that she has a really nice little bracelet. It's simple. It's got blue rhinestones and a gold band. It's like a white gold though. It's not gold, obviously it's plastic, but you know, it's painted. Very, very pretty. I am so impressed. Alrighty, so I have placed ELENA up here with my other Disney Ellies. She's home. I finally have another red doll. Moana was the only one for a while. And then the other Moana I have is orange, so, and she's in box, so she doesn't really count. ELENA looks amazing. Look how cute she is. It's such a shame that the show didn't do super well. It really seems like there were quite a few people who actually did care. Like, the fact that this doll exists is saying something. And it also seems like the parks cared quite a bit. There were, like, I remember she was coronated, like, as an official Disney princess. That was weird, right? I mean, did that actually happen? I feel like it did. I feel like I remember something about that. But there were also, like, counteracting powers that set her up to fail. But anyway, I'm just really glad that this doll exists, is my point here. She is really, really beautiful. Unfortunately, this happens sometimes where, with Disney store dolls especially, where, I don't know why, but they do this thing where the eyes are just absolutely not even in any world. And usually it doesn't happen to the Ellies, but it happened to her, unfortunately. But she's really cute at certain angles, for sure. And her outfit is just incredible. Like, her quality is spectacular. I will say, I'm pretty sure these two dolls came out around the same... Well, this one came out in late 2017. I think this one came out in late 2016. This is the highest quality Disney Ellie so far, to me. I don't have them all, obviously, and I'm not counting ones like Saks Fifth Avenue Cinderella and Giselle. But this doll is so mind-blowingly cool. But, like, ELENA's, like, insanely high quality. I was not expecting it at all. I knew she was going to be really nice, but I figured because this dress is overall fairly simple. I mean, the construction of it isn't simple, but, you know, like, details-wise... they wouldn't really be able to fit a lot in, but I'm just really impressed. She's amazing. I love the embroidery. I love her extra accessories, and all of her jewelry is really well done. It all has rhinestones, even the earrings, which I'm very impressed by. And this is my earliest, well, who came first? Those two or her? These are my earliest Disney Ellies. I think they came out in 2013, and then I feel like she came out quite a bit after that, actually. So those are my earliest ones. But anyway, like, there's this, like, style that they don't really do anymore, where they would like really overdo the amount of embroidery and stuff, and I like it in some cases. Like, this one's awesome, but then in cases like Merida, it's kind of a mess. Like, I hate all those rhinestones and pearls and things. They don't make any sense with the design of the dress. Versus Eleanor, she looks fine because they didn't do that. They actually snuck rhinestones into her outfit in a way that is cohesive. Like, you can see they're not rhinestones, but they're like little plates. I don't know, they look really cool. But there's some dolls that came out like earlier in the Disney Ellie line that are just a mess, and I really like that they've toned them down a little bit more now. But I don't know, like, the details that these ones have are very, very different. Like, this specifically, the little water droplets are like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever. But like, just the subtle detailing here and all the embroidery, it's just really beautiful. And I just love all of the, like, the linings and different things. Like, I'm just very, very impressed by the quality of this one. And I do think, like, if you compare ELENA to a doll that came out, like, the most recent one, like Tinkerbell, I don't really think there's that big of a quality differential. I think if you compare this one to this one, I don't even think there's that big of a quality differential. It's just a difference in, like, design direction, I guess, because this one's meant to have as much detail as possible, and the newer ones just aren't. And I mean, I don't mind that. Like, I feel like this Tiana would have been a disaster if they tried to put more rhinestones, you know? But they did the embroidery where it fit, and they did the rhinestones where it fit, and it's very, very pretty. But anyway, all of that is to say that I think ELENA is very impressive. They managed to keep it overall fairly simple instead of making it a disaster like Merida. Like, I know you can't tell, but I'll show you. Like, it just looks like a mess. It's just confusing. It doesn't really fit. I don't know. I don't know what they were going for with that. But this is just very, very, they kept it, like, tastefully designed, and I really like it. Not that there's anything wrong with if you like the overly designed ones, but it's just not my style. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you guys think of ELENA. She's really cool. I don't know, I'm sad that there's not going to be anything else for this character ever again. And definitely because, I mean, all Disney Ellies kind of did horrible that year. It was just a really bad year for them. If they were experimenting to see if, like, random characters, like, I mean, not that she's a random character, but, you know, she's from Disney Junior. That's unusual. If they were experimenting to see if they could do more dolls like her, unfortunately, they likely never will, because this doll did not do super hot. But, I mean, I dropped something, sorry. They've been getting a lot more daring recently, like, doing characters that I never in a million years thought they would do, like Kita and Esmeralda and Megara, and, I mean, they had occasionally done it with, like, Eleanor, but they didn't really do it that often, so I'm really glad we've been getting these unusual characters. Not that these characters are unusual, but, you know, they're not from, like, the main Disney Princess franchise or an adjacent character. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see more like this someday. I just really wanted Sophia the First. Wouldn't she be so cool? They would have to completely reinvent, like, the body and the faces and everything, because she'd have to be a lot smaller. But God, that would be cool. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm just rambling. Please, I need a Sophia to go with Elena. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.